Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Bloom Outdoors. So if you guys saw my last video, then you would know, or even by watching this one right now, you would be able to tell that I currently have a 6-inch lift on the truck with the stock wheels and tires. So as of today, that is about to change because what just showed up is the new wheels and tires here. So the plan is we're gonna unpackage these, make sure everything is here. Looks like wheels and tires are right here, but I want to look in there and make sure we got the lug nuts and valve stem caps, all that stuff, because we kind of need that to drive around. But today is Friday, so I really want to get this put on, drive around with it for the weekend. I think it'd be pretty neat, pretty fun, go cruise around, see how many people's heads we can turn. The only thing after that will be the exhaust we're waiting on. We're just going to jack this thing up, get the old tires taken off, get the new ones slapped on there. So let's get into it. First thing we'll do is, let's do the rear first. I think that'd be fun. In the front, we might have to do a little bit of trimming. The rear, we shouldn't have to do any at all. The front, we may need to because of the width of them. We might need to remove this like lower spoiler thing that you can see down there. Even if we don't have to remove it because of the new wheels, I'm probably just gonna take it off anyways, because I think it'll look better without it. But anyways, let's just get right into it. Let's jack this thing up and we will start taking off the old wheels. I also forgot to mention, I ordered these wheels and tires from Custom Offsets. So I'm also a brand ambassador with them. So if you guys are interested in getting yourself a set of tires and wheels or whatever it may be from Custom Offsets, then I am a brand ambassador. So when you're checking out, make sure you use Bloom Outdoors. Also, one other thing to note, this is during the whole coronavirus stuff, so it took a long time for them to get here. It took about a month to get here, so a really long time. So in the meantime, I've been driving my other truck around because I think that looks really dumb. So I've been waiting for these to get here. But quick little thing to note, I got the top tire off. That was pretty hard. It was almost taller than me up there, but got it off. And there is like a layer of padding. There's like a layer of foam right here you can see. Also some cardboard they put down to kind of protect the wheel, because they put, this would be the back side of the wheel. So that's what would like mount up against the truck. They put that up top with the front of the wheel. So like the good side facing down and being protected. So let's get all the rest of these off of here and hope there is some lug nuts buried in here somewhere. All right guys, I have got one tire right there, the other tire right there. They look tiny like that, but they're super big when you're up next to them. And here is the third and fourth tires still on the pallet. I got the first two off, but looks like here's all of our hardware and such. Embedded into the third tire, down or second from the bottom, whatever you want to say, but third tire in, then we've got all our hardware here. So we'll cut this open, get all that out, and get the next tire taken off. I got the rear end jacked up on this side, so now we can take this tire off, but I was starting to cut the plastic off of this tire, and I guess it didn't even occur to me. I totally forgot to tell you guys what tire and wheel I went with. I went with a 35 by 12.5 with a 20-inch wheel, and I went with the Nitto Ridge Grappler. And behind here, we have got the Hostile Sprockets 20 by 12 -44 offset. So it should look super awesome. Stock tires are like 32s on, I think like 9.5 or 10 wides, so will definitely be wider. Once I get that tire off, then we can compare the tires next to each other. But this is about 3 inches taller and about 2 or 3 inches wider as well. Oh man, guys, this looks so awesome. I'm trying to get a good view for you guys here. This just looks so sweet. Another thing I did notice, so I was curious about this actually, when they were like sending it. I don't know if you guys know or not, but these Nitto Ridge Grapplers, they've got two different sides to the tire. They've got an aggressive sidewall side and more of a non-aggressive sidewall. So this is the non-aggressive side where it's just kind of blocky like that. And then over on this side, you've got kind of these sharp edges and blocks all up in there. So I'm really curious to see if they made all of them the same, like put the wheel on the tire properly for all of them, like because they just kind of went with a more aggressive side when they sent it, at least for this one. I'm hoping they did it with all of them and they all match. Otherwise, it'll look kind of dumb. Hopefully nobody will be able to notice if that's how it is. But yeah, these things just look so awesome. I gotta get the hardware out of the box too, because I went with spiked lug nuts and spiked valve stem caps, so this will look pretty awesome. All right, sorry to hold you guys back yet again, but I got everything opened here. We got all this stuff open that came with it. Here is all our lug nuts. Like I said, I went with the spiked lug nut option. So there you have it, that's what they look like. And then it also comes with an extension in there for them. And you've got a bunch of, you've got your valve stem caps and then all those bolts for the covers that are gonna go in the center of there. As you can tell, half of the bolts are in there, so it comes with all the other bolts you will need. There we go, all the lugs are off. We'll just pop this tire off and get the new one thrown on. All right, we got the tire on. I can just tell you guys, this thing looks so awesome just already. But anyways, we got the tire on. I'm gonna go ahead and get these lugs put all the way down, and then we're gonna get that center cap put back in, or put in, and then we'll get the valve stem caps put in. All right, there we go. Not sure what you guys can see, but we got the lug nuts on. Now let's go ahead and we'll put the center caps in. All right, there we go, we got the center cap down. One thing I do wanna say is I did not just do it, but just make sure when you are tightening that center cap down, you do not go too tight, because there is a possibility you will go too tight and you will break it, because that center cap is plastic, so you could potentially break it. So just don't use an impact or anything. Don't over tighten it, just go like a steady, solid, firm hand tight, nothing more. All right, we got that, so now let's get our spiked stem valve cap, and then we will be set on this. This looks so awesome. That is so sweet. So I'll tell you guys here, if you can tell or not, it was that one, and that one. For those Allen screw nuts or whatever you want to call them that I had to screw in, it was those ones. So what I did is, so there's only 3 holes open on the wheel. Not all 6 holes are open, so you can put them in however you want. No, it's only 3. So when I did it, I made sure I lined up the hostile words there with the symbol and such. So when you look at it like that, they line up. I didn't want to turn it, so it just would have looked weird, but I made sure to line it straight up and down so it would look awesome like that. You can see the spiked lug nuts. It's hard to see because they're black and everything, but you can see in here they stick out an inch or so from the cap itself, but they are quite long. They're 3 or 4 inches or so. And then you can also see the spiked valve stem cap there as well. Man, this looks, I gotta back up. This looks so sweet, you guys. You don't even know. This is gonna look so awesome once it's all done. And of course I waited to do the best thing last. All right, so now that we have taken a look at it like this, let's take a look at it from the side. See our stance. Oh yeah. I mean, it's still jacked up right now, but this thing looks awesome. This next tire I unwrap, I'm gonna show it to you compared to what the stock tire looks like, which I put right back there. But this thing looks so sweet. At its farthest point, which is about right there, the tire is about halfway sticking out of the truck. But when you come to up top, it is not quite as much as that, but it is still a decent amount of tire sticking out. Man, this looks so awesome. I'm so pumped right now, you guys. You don't even know. And I love those fat lips too. Man, this thing looks sweet. All right, well, enough babbling and such. I am just gonna go ahead, I'll get the other 3 tires put on, and then I'm gonna take the other tire out of the wrapping, show it to you next to a stock tire, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the other ones on. All right, guys, here you go. A little comparison of the two. This one, as you know, has no offset, so it's got all its weight right here, so it's really wanting to tip over, whereas that one has it right in the middle. So as you can tell, 12.5 wide, and I think that one is like a 10 wide, something like that. You can kind of tell the difference right here. And then height comparison, go kind of side by side. It honestly almost looks like, I mean, it almost doesn't even look that much taller, but it definitely is. It's about a 3-inch difference or so, because stock tire is about a 31.9, new one's a 35. So about 3 inches taller. And I'd say we're at about 2 inches wider. So definitely going to have some more traction now, as well as more stance, more height, more everything, more coolness factor to the truck, because it just looks way cooler as well. So anyways, let's just get the rest of them on. All right, guys, and there we have it. We have got them all put on. Here's what they look like in the front, and then in the rear, and same thing for the other side as well. I did get in the truck, turn it on, and I cranked the wheel. It does unfortunately rub in the front and the back. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna take off that lower spoiler piece, and we did rub a little bit in the back. I don't know if I'll trim it tonight or not, might just wait till tomorrow, but it kind of starts right here-ish, so I might have to cut like right here going up just to make sure we can clear everything. Also might have to remove the front crash bar. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I ended up doing some trimming and stuff anyways. I just said I wasn't going to, but some stuff happened, and now it's an hour and a half later and I did. So anyways, here is the lower part, that lower valence part I was talking about, whatever you want to call that. As you can see right there, there, and there, there's 3 little tabs that are down from that. I'm gonna need to cut those off because it looks kind of dumb like that. So I'll cut those off sometime, we'll see whenever that happens. But we do clear in the front. These are 12 wides, 20 by 12s, I already said that. But we do clear in the front. We're pretty close to hitting the front crash bar right here. We are clear of the bumper, but that other piece came down to here and we did hit it. But we're clear of front crash bar. Might end up taking it out anyways though, in case we hit a bump or something, because it was pretty close. We might trim this up a little bit too on the bumper, because that was close, but it does not rub when it's just sitting here like this. In the rear, as you can tell, this used to go down to like here. This was flat. Trimmed it up a little bit, so it's got a nice little curve to it. And you can tell we had to trim it up by that screw a little bit. But this whole thing came out to about right here. We had to kind of trim that whole corner. So now it doesn't rub when it's sitting here, but when we hit like bump and stuff, I'm sure it probably will. The rear, we shouldn't have any issues with. I'll show you passenger side. Basically the same thing as the driver's side, but I'll go ahead and show you anyways. There was just a little bit less trimming. You can see there's a little bit less, but there is still some. And the other one, we had to go all the way over to about right here, where this one, we had an extra inch or so to work with. Front, didn't have to trim anything, but same deal. It's close, but we didn't trim anything. I think I have said everything I need to. If you guys have any questions about anything, make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know. Also, let me know what you guys think about the truck. I think it looks super sweet now. Looks so cool. Also, let me know what tire, wheel, lift setup you guys would have went with. This is a 6-inch rough country lift with the lifted struts. Yeah, the 6-inch rough country lift with the lifted struts. There's no block in there. Lifted struts, it rides honestly to me just like stock. I heard when you get the blocks, then it rides a little rougher than stock. I didn't really want that, so I went with the lifted struts. This is not the Vertex coilover system. This is just the lifted struts. So a little bit of an upgrade from the lowest model, but it's not the coilover setup. And like I said, 35, 12.5s on 20s, 20 by 12, -44. Stick out a decent amount. And I think I said earlier that they stick out about half the tire. Never mind that, because that was when it was still up on the jack stands. It's less than that. I'll show you from the back. It is less than half the tire. It's about a third of it sticks outside the truck. Bad lighting, hard to see, but about a third of the tire sticks out of the truck. So, I mean, 12.5 inches. And then, I don't know, a third of that, that's 4 inches, give or take. So we are about, like right about there is top view. I don't know, 4, 5 inches or so. Kind of just depends on your angle and where you're looking. If you're talking about down here, if you're talking about up here, just depends. Down at the bottom, I'd say it's about 6 inches, or maybe even 7 inches at the widest point down. Nah, not 7. I'd say it's about 6 inches at the widest point, because the middle of the tire is about right here. And so we're at about 6 inches, and on the top we're at like 4. So it just kind of depends where you look at it. But I think I have covered everything. Drop a comment down below if you guys have anything else. Make sure you guys subscribe, see more truck content, or if you want to see anything else done to the truck or what else you guys want to see. Another thing to mention is this truck does not look big on camera, but this thing is huge in person. Like, okay, so right here is my head height, and I'm like 5'10". So, I mean, my eyes are at about level with this mirror. So the thing's pretty tall. Like, I lift my hand up all the way, and it's just over the top of the truck. I'd say it's, I don't even know, 7.5 feet tall. Like, this thing's massive. It doesn't look like it on camera, but when you see this thing in person, this thing is huge, I'll tell you what. I think that's about it though. So as always, thanks for watching another video of Bloom Outdoors. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.